Hi everyone, welcome to Insights with Lily Zhang. Today I'm going to talk about coronavirus, the economic and political impact on China and even the globe. For those who don't know me, I'm Lily Zhang and I'm an international entrepreneur, speaker and author. I'm here to share my insights with you. If you want to have a healthier, wealthier, happier life, I'm here to inspire you. Yes, this is my third series on China coronavirus. This has been going on for 2 weeks now, and the whole thing was caused by the corrupted Chinese system. Some Indian scientists checked there are some 4 proteins inserted into the coronavirus RNA. So their conclusion is this virus is man-made and most likely from the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Even Chinese official media, they have admitted, they said the coronavirus is man-made, but of course they blame America. They said American maybe spy, they probably went to Wuhan to spread the virus. Anyway, I think Chinese Communist parties, they're very good at lying, and they just blame their enemy, like Western, especially America, for all the sin. But the whole system is so corrupted. I've got the whole report showing Wuhan Institute of Virology. Their management is so bad. The head of Wuhan Institute of Virology, she doesn't have any experience on virus. Her background basically is from cell research, and she got into that position just because of her husband in a very high official position. They do all the tests on animals, and how they treat the animals, the body of the animals. They don't burn them. They sell the animals to market. Well, that's why the Wuhan seafood market, that's why scientists already concluded the virus went to the Wuhan seafood market first, out of that, and then just exploded from the Wuhan market. But it's not originated from there. Now we know where that came from. Also, they took animal, after testing them, inject them with all sorts of virus, they sell them and they all take them home for pets. Oh my God, that's just shocking. So you can see their moral level, and you can see how they manage the Science Research Institute. Also, another side, Chinese government, they just seal all information, they seal all the truth, and they have no freedom of speech. Even reporters, they put 8 doctors into jail because they were the first ones to warn public. They put them into jail. Those doctors, they just share their questions with their colleagues. They put on, of course, social media, they talk about this problem. They say there's a new virus coming. We need to warn public. And they've been put into jail. And even now, Chinese, especially mainland Chinese, they are not allowed to talk about anything about Wuhan coronavirus. They can't tell the truth. That's why those numbers, those official numbers, they all are lies. The real number, as we know, it's more like 10 times higher than the real number. So the government just tell all the lies. And government officials, they don't care how many people die. The only thing they care is their position, how to protect their power. That's why the whole system is totally corrupted. And the whole, they don't care about intellectual copyright. They can steal viruses, steal all the scientists' results from Canada from America. They don't have any protection. Of course, their system is only good at one thing. They're very good at control people. That's why they can knock down the whole city. So far there are 14 cities being knocked down. They can stop people going anywhere. They can tell people what to do. They control everything. So, one hand, they cause the whole pandemic. The other hand, they probably, because of their system, they are easier to control within China, the pandemic, the spread of the disease. Well, I hope. This pandemic, we don't know when it's going to end, because scientists predict the peak of the pandemic will be in April. At the moment, it's just started. So that's very sad. It's going to be another couple of months, and how far it's going to spread and how big the impact for the global, we don't know yet. But at the moment, Chinese political system are already in a big shock, because we heard rumors. This is a rumor. We haven't seen the Chinese President Xi Jinping for a couple of days, nearly a week. And he hasn't appeared anywhere on TV or no photos. This is very, very unusual for Chinese politics, because normally he's there every day, every single day. But in such a big emergency situation for the whole country, even for the whole world, he's disappeared for a week. So something must be seriously wrong on top level of China. There could be some dramatic changes or political shock. So that's something to pay attention. Internationally, I think China this time, they've lost most of the trust. They've lost trust for most of other countries. Yeah, of course, they have a clash with America, with most of the Western countries. That's because of their values, their political system, the power struggle. That's okay, but even their old friends like Russia, North Korea, they close all borders, they cut off everything with China. So China basically being isolated. So politically, China is in crisis mode. And economically, it's even worse. Even China can control the pandemic, but economically, that's probably even bigger crisis. Earlier, I've already talked about 2020. We have a big black swan. There could be China crisis, because China's economy already had very high debt, and export, other manufacturing sector, the whole economy is under huge downward pressure. I think this pandemic will crash Chinese economy. Back to 2003, China had the SARS crisis. The economy lost about 1 to 2 trillion US dollars, 0.5% of the GDP, of Chinese GDP. And now, but that time, China was in a good position. They just joined the World Trade Organization. Chinese economy was on a very high growth period. And this time, this pandemic is the spread is much bigger, the scale is much bigger than SARS. Even in SARS time, China didn't knock down cities. And the whole country, other countries didn't stop Chinese citizens going. This time, the WHO already declared China as international emergency. And so China's export economy will be shocked, and all the other countries, they have to check most of the goods, especially food, from China, and the trade might stop. Many international companies, they can't open their office in China, and they have to move out of China. Many countries move their diplomatics out of China. So this time is much more serious, and this time also China's economy is at the edge of crisis or recession. So I can predict Chinese economy going to crash into a big recession. And what Chinese government will do, because stability, they are afraid of course political chaos. What they will do is they back to the very strict communist model. It's just like North Korea. They maybe close the border and close most of the trade, and government control everything, all the goods, trade, business. Yeah, so that's a danger if they don't have a political crisis. That might happen together. Globally, the impact is going to be big too, because at the moment Chinese GDP is about 16% of global GDP, so almost 1/5 of global GDP. I think some experts predict China this time the GDP will reduce 2%, so that will drag down the global economic growth. And also most of the industry, quite a lot of industry will be impacted hugely, like airline, tourism, and export, imports, manufacturing. Many large international companies will be, their supply chain will be disrupted. Also, China is a big market for them, like Apple's supply chain, and of course China is pretty much their biggest market. Also other international, like Starbucks, they closed down lots of shops, Nike. Yeah, so the impact for the world is going to be big too. But if America is in good shape, global economy may be okay. Well, that's my analysis today. My advice to you, if you want to protect your wealth because this world is going to be very unpredictable and many uncertainties. Well, keep your cash, invest in tangible assets like properties in good location, good country, and also invest in gold. Invest in some essentials for living, like invest in medical sector. There'll be quite lots of opportunities over there, but don't touch digital money like Bitcoin or something like that. I think I'm going to talk about that in my future programs. Yeah, so if you have any questions or concerns or have comments, please let me know, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.